Hi everyone, welcome to LearnLab. Today we are diving into the story of a man who seems to be living a science fiction novel in real time, Elon Musk. From digital payments to electric cars, and even missions to Mars, his journey is one of relentless ambition and a desire to reshape the future of humanity. But where did it all begin? Let's go back to the start. Elon Reeve Musk was born in Pretoria, South Africa, in 1971. His mother, May Musk, was a model and dietitian, and his father, Errol Musk, was an engineer and property developer. From a young age, Elon was a voracious reader, often described as a bookworm who would get lost in his own world. He was particularly drawn to science fiction and encyclopedias. This deep curiosity wasn't just for fun. It was a sign of a brilliant and sometimes lonely mind at work. He taught himself how to code, and at just 12 years old, he created and sold his first piece of software, a space-themed video game called Blaster, for about $500. It was a small but significant first step into the world of technology and business. Life in South Africa wasn't always easy for a boy like Elon. He was often bullied at school for being a know-it-all and socially awkward. These tough experiences, however, might have fueled his determination to prove himself and create his own path. Dreaming of the opportunities in America, he knew he had to get there. After obtaining a Canadian passport through his mother, he moved to Canada at 17, enrolling at Queen's University. This was his stepping stone to the United States. 2 years later, he transferred to the University of Pennsylvania, where he earned bachelor's degrees in both physics and economics. The combination of science and business would become the blueprint for his future ventures. After graduating, Musk moved to California to pursue his PhD. But the timing was everything. The internet boom of the mid-90s was happening right then, and he felt an irresistible pull. After just 2 days at Stanford, he dropped out, deciding that he couldn't just watch the internet revolution from the sidelines. He had to be a part of it. With his brother, Kimball, Elon founded his first company, Zip2, in 1995. It was essentially an online city guide, providing newspapers with maps and business directories. They started with just a few $1,000s from their father. The early days were a grind. The brothers lived in their small office, showered at the local YMCA, and shared one computer. Musk would code the website during the day, and at night, he'd keep it running. Their hard work paid off. In 1999, Compaq, a major computer company at the time, acquired Zip2 for over $300 million. At 28 years old, Elon Musk was now a multimillionaire. But he didn't stop to rest. Instead, he took his earnings and immediately reinvested most of it into his next big idea, an online financial services and email payment company called X.com. This was a bold move. The idea of trusting your money to an internet company was still very new and viewed with skepticism. X.com eventually merged with a competing company called Confinity, which had a popular money transfer service named PayPal. After some internal power struggles, Musk was ousted as CEO, but he remained the largest shareholder. When eBay bought PayPal in 2002 for $1.5 billion, Musk's share was a staggering $180 million after taxes. He was now wealthier than he could have ever imagined. But for Musk, money was never the end goal. It was a tool to fund even bigger dreams. And his dreams were literally out of this world. Musk had long been fascinated with space, believing that for humanity to have a long-term future, we must become a multi-planetary species. He was frustrated with the high cost and slow pace of government space programs. So, he decided to do it himself. In 2002, using $100 million of his own money, he founded SpaceX, the Space Exploration Technologies Corporation. His goal was audacious: to drastically reduce the cost of space travel and make life on Mars a reality. The early days of SpaceX were brutal. The company faced one failure after another. Their first 3 rocket launches all ended in explosions. Critics called him crazy and predicted his imminent bankruptcy. The team was on the brink of collapse, with money running out. The 4th launch was their last chance. If it failed, SpaceX was done. In September 2008, the Falcon 1 rocket successfully reached orbit, making SpaceX the first privately funded company to do so. It was a moment of pure triumph against all odds. Shortly after, NASA awarded SpaceX a $1.6 billion contract to resupply the International Space Station, saving the company and validating Musk's vision. Since then, SpaceX has achieved incredible milestones. They've developed reusable rockets that can land back on Earth, a revolutionary technology that has dramatically lowered the cost of launching payloads into space. They've launched astronauts for NASA, ending America's reliance on Russian rockets. And all the while, Musk has kept his eyes on the ultimate prize, Mars. He continues to develop the Starship, a massive, fully reusable spacecraft designed to one day carry humans to the Red Planet. While trying to get to space, Musk was also tackling a major problem here on Earth, our dependence on fossil fuels. In 2004, he became an early investor and chairman of a small electric vehicle startup called Tesla Motors. Like SpaceX, his vision for Tesla was grand. He didn't just want to build an electric car. He wanted to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. He became CEO of Tesla in 2008, during the height of the global financial crisis. The company was bleeding money and on the verge of bankruptcy. It was an incredibly stressful time for Musk. He famously described it as chewing glass and staring into the abyss. He poured his last remaining personal funds into the company to keep it afloat. Against all expectations, Tesla survived. They launched the Model S, a luxury all-electric sedan that received rave reviews and proved that electric cars could be desirable, high-performance vehicles. Tesla's journey has been a roller coaster, filled with production challenges, financial ups and downs, and public scrutiny. But today, Tesla is the world's most valuable automaker, and it has single-handedly forced the entire automotive industry to embrace an electric future. Beyond cars, the company is also a leader in battery storage and solar energy, with products like the Powerwall and Solar Roof, all part of Musk's master plan for a sustainable energy ecosystem. But that's not all. Musk's brain seems to operate on multiple channels at once. Worried about the future of artificial intelligence, he co-founded OpenAI in 2015, a research lab dedicated to ensuring that AI benefits humanity. He also founded Neuralink in 2016, a company developing brain-computer interfaces with the goal of eventually merging human consciousness with AI. And to solve the problem of soul-crushing city traffic, he started the Boring Company, which aims to build a network of underground tunnels for high-speed transportation. More recently, in 2022, Musk acquired the social media platform Twitter, renaming it X. This move has been one of his most controversial, with a stated goal of transforming it into an everything app and a bastion of free speech. The acquisition has sparked intense debate and has put Musk's leadership style and vision under a global microscope like never before. Elon Musk is a complex and often polarizing figure. He is praised as a visionary genius, a real-life Tony Stark who is pushing the boundaries of what's possible. His work ethic is legendary. He's known for working over 80 hours a week and sleeping in his factories to solve problems. He sets impossibly high standards for himself and his teams, pushing them to achieve things they didn't think were possible. At the same time, he's criticized for his unconventional management style, his public statements, and his sometimes erratic behavior on social media. He's been involved in public disputes and has faced legal challenges. But one thing is undeniable. He thinks on a different scale than most people. While many are focused on the next quarter, Musk is focused on the next century. He tackles problems that seem insurmountable: climate change, human extinction, the limits of our own biology. His story is a testament to the power of resilience, an unwavering belief in a mission, and a relentless drive to turn science fiction into reality. From a bullied kid in South Africa to the leader of multiple revolutionary companies, Elon Musk's journey is far from over. Whether you see him as a savior or a disruptor, he has fundamentally changed the conversation about our future. He forces us to look up at the stars and ask, what's next? And he's not just asking the question, he's building the answers. Thank you for joining us on LearnLab today. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of the people who are shaping our world.